Good morning, everybody. I'm Salgonoid. Today I'm going to be playing X4 Foundations again. Going to try and get a Xenon sector today. Let me start the game loading. So 5 days, 120 plus 20 is 140 hours into the game, into this playthrough. So let's get that started loading, and while that is loading, let me get my chats up and tested. Here we go. Okay. See where this load is.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Alright, so I'm sitting on, looks like a behemoth E where I'm in Tharkus Cascade, which is a sector I am going to take today. So 140 hours in is that's a good point to take this sector, because of these quest lines, this Terran versus Xenon and Argon versus Xenon. These are Radiant Quest series, and they are only available if the galaxy is considered not safe from the Xenon. So how you'd find not safe? Well, first off, the Xenon hold Tharkus Cascade, and the other side is that the Xenon hold Matrix 9 and Matrix 451. Right now I've got those sectors blockaded so the Xenon can't get out of there. I have ordered my 4 heavy fleets into this sector, and once all 4 are there, then I will start cleaning house a little better here. And I will jump out of sector. I'm going to jump over to my wharf. I have a wharf and a shipyard. And those are other things you want to be looking for, this wharf and shipyard. Once you've built those, and you can build your own ships.
Entering system. Silent witness.
So that was the last elevator I used here. This is my wharf. Ships are coming and going. Ships are being built. Let's take a gander over there and see if anything's being built up there on that one. So this is the amazing part of this game. You can walk around inside the wharfs at all of the dock areas, and there are some interior areas where you can walk around. Ambulation was the word that EVE Online coined for it, and EVE Online actually went to ambulation, being able to walk around in your apartment area, after they realized that X4 could do this, after they realized that EgoSoft could do this. So that looks like one of my ships. And I don't see any others up there. So I want to be on the far side. what I'm doing is waiting for my fleets to get into Tharka's Cascade, and then they are going to be moved into attack positions. And although I'm going to be attacking a station, this is very much going to be a fleet battle, because the Xenon aren't going to respond. They have a very heavy destroyer fleet in the other sector right next door. So that's not my ship. That ship does not have my logo on it. I've got people running here, always a good sign. Stations you own, you won't see people running around on the dock unless you have habitats. Anyone walking around on this station is employed by me. You are always employing your own, anybody on your station. So, the epitome of peonage, I guess is what you call this. I don't see any ships out there either. I have 2 defense modules in progress for those Argon versus Xenon and Terran versus Xenon quest lines. And just because I don't see ships doesn't mean that there's one being built down there. If you have questions, just ask. I've got thousands of hours in this game.
Sir?
I'm going to bebop over to the ship dealership. You have to hire the trader, the ship dealer. You have to hire them. And you have to have one before you can sell ships. And that's for the wharf and the shipyard. So 2 fleets are here. And it's going to be curious to see this Asgard. He can go take out that whole mess by himself. If he turns that way, I'll follow him and let him do a lot of the work, but he pretty much just parked right there. Morning, Sal. How are you today? Or Sal. Good morning, Shellback. How are you today? Did I tell her to come over here? Yeah, I told her to go to Tharka's Cascade. She's chosen to attack something instead. That Xenon factory. Do-do-do. Does she actually have any bombers? Because if Esmeralda doesn't have any bombers, Yeah, so these Cerberus vanguards, they should be able to do that, except that most of them are repairing. Remember, we took this out yesterday. And then I think, did I leave? Yeah, I left Muriel in charge of Watchful Graves, because I don't want the... after I take Tharka's Cascade, I'm going to have to do something about Watchful Gaze. So what I'm going to do, because I need her help, is, yeah, that order got killed. And she is in motion. What they fixed in 8.0, one of the big fixes, in my opinion, one of the biggest fixes ever. Carriers would issue a recall subordinates order, and that would include, so like these drones are hanging out here. You know, these drones can just go fly in the gravity well of the ship, and this carrier has other ships docked for repairs, so the drones won't dock. So the ship would actually be paralyzed and stuck in an endless loop trying to recall all the subordinates. Well, you've got too many ships for it to recall if you include her drones. She's moving. I hope. Yeah, she's moving. I need her and Tharka's Cascade to help with that battle. Another destroyer being built. Okay, so I added some... Yeah. I just added habitats on there. And she is gradually filling them. That's actually not bad. Alright. So if I have her build yet another behemoth, can she? Yeah. Let's do this. Now, so the cost says 0, but remember I have to buy all the components to build these. It's still a lot cheaper than buying it from one of the faction vendors. So now I have 3 of them building. Oh, and what I also need to do so that she can build more faster. I'll go into the logical overview. Did I cap out my drones? They're all capped out, okay. Let me do this, since I gave those orders. Alrighty. It's a mission, and this one is a mission. Rename those guys. Alright, let's look at some of the factories. I'm sitting on a lot of cash. So I could actually buy more destroyers from Argon. But they're going to have the same needs that I have. They're going to need weapon components. What is going on here? I built this just to make money. No, not to make money. Well, to make money, yeah, that's the secondary goal. But the primary goal of this was standing with the free families. Increasing standing. So she has traders. So she's got a mineral trader, a gas trader, and 2 regular traders. Okay. There. So this is a defense platform. Let me make sure she's got money. So the thing here is repair drones. She's never going to need cargo drones. Okay, let me make sure she's got money to do that. and resupply automatically. Another defense platform in Silent Witness. 12. That's all built. Drones. Drones are crucial. 100. And then cap out the defense drones. Accept that. My food factory. So what I could do here is start making Talati food. I think. Yeah, let's what have I got here? So I've got 2 food. She's got plenty of ice. She says she's got no money, but she's sitting on these energy cells. And she's not selling them because she's trying to sell them for 17.89. But eventually that price will drop and she'll start making money. In the meantime, I've got plenty of water to supply these. I've got plenty of wheat. No, I do not. Doubling my food and medical supply output would double the wheat need. It would, yeah, so that's more than double. And again, so I would need to, I can double all of these. And these warehouses are filling up, and that's fine. And gradually, she'll drop this price on her own to something more competitive. That's why she's not selling anything. They start high and work their way down. Now, if you wanted to, you could go in there and manipulate those prices yourself. So where is Esmeralda? She's still in Family Takar, fighting stuff. I told her to move. See, there's the order. She's supposed to be in Tharka's Cascade. That's the order. If you have no other orders, go to Tharka's Cascade. That's her default behavior. She should not be stopping to fight everything on the way. These ships all have gate capability. They can all fly faster than her. They can all get there faster than her. These are all my bombers. And you just can't get good help these days.
Entering system. Family Takar.
Okay, so she is in motion. So let's rescue Watchful Gaze there. I did not put defense discs on these two. So claiming this sector is not going to help me because that I have to take that. The Ka'ak, excuse me, the Ka'ak don't claim the sector. It's supposed to be a free galaxy according to them, and they can lay their eggs anywhere. So let me see what I've got here. Yeah, so that disk by itself can deal with the Ka'ak. So let me double that. And then let me put one down low. So now it's a little defense station. And then I will put defense drones on here as well, and I need to do the same with the other.
Hello there.
Hello.
New attack orders. Scramble.
Entering system. Fires of defeat.
So what she just did was strand. Well, she put 3 fighters on it at least. Okay. So, new feature in 7.6. Abandon the chase. Because the Xenon will do that. They'll cat and mouse you. To the side of what? That station I was building is just a listening post. So...
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Just run away. Where are you at? Silent Winds. I've got to do something there as well. That's a pirate problem. So these listening posts, LP listening post. So I've got a pier, a dock, and the sensor array. And then, and some scaffolding. I don't think I'll need them. The other station is getting attacked because it's so close to the Ka'ak hive. So what I can do is put up a defense station there and claim the sector and put it so that the Ka'ak have to fly past that defense station until I can get some ships in there, a heavy fleet to get in there and deal with them. So let's just do argon stuff. No, flak. No, these are the big ones. These are large. So do this. Large turrets. Argon, flak, okay. Argon, plasma, Flak. And argon. Plasma. Confirm that. So now this is a mini defense station, or will be. I'm spending more money than I'm making here. So what I'm talking about is putting yet another defense station right here. But before I do, when I do that, I'm going to have my I'll have my Hyperion fleet come up and protect it. So the problem with the defense stations is they're static. They don't move around. So you're putting them where you want to blockade or block access to something, like in front of gates where I usually have them. But you can also put them in close to stations that you don't want to deal with just yet.
Entering system. 2 grand.
Gotta make sure these have crews. This one does. Alright, so let's get those 3.
Hello there. Hello there.
And then let's also get a Nomad. I can't make extra large ships. The supply ships are all extra large intentionally. Now here they're already going to have only argon components. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about this. Flak. That's good.
Great work.
Alright, so that just finished. 15 million for that station. And how is this? This was the 7 module station. All I'm waiting for is Claytronics. And she does not have a ship en route. But that's in family crit. 595 Playtronics. Let's find her some Playtronics. Muriel, are you there yet? No, not Muriel. Esmeralda's the one I'm waiting on. She's way over $2,000. Telati space. And so this is the Behemoth 8. I'm looking down there and I can see 8 small docks. That's what it has. And we were looking at a Raptor yesterday and we were seeing, what, like 24 small docks? And it has a bigger hangar bay. Alright, well, she's doing that. Let me check this. Let me check this.
Entering system. Profit Center Alpha. Yeah, so let's put a station right there.
I don't know if that's too close to that hive or not. We are going to find out. I did this as well down in Hop Space. Or not Hop Space, I did it in 18 billion. And this is what, 27? No, 12 million, okay. Let's go find you a builder. And then I think I went too close. Yeah, let's undo everything.
Entering system. Silent witness. Yeah, so I just don't like the positioning of that. I don't like to put it in asteroid belts. That is not an asteroid belt, that is a gas cloud.
Alright, well, let's just put another one up for now. I want to put it right there. Silly me. Let's get back where she at. She is... inside on this one, so she's not far away. So the Asgard did go over there. And what the Asgard did was pull away a lot of these fighters that I wanted to deal with. That's why I wanted Esmeralda over there to help with those fighters. So let's get Roxanne to cover this gate. They first attack this. Let's get them both over there. Alright, let's go get them dealt with. She's still inside that one of this.
Entering system. Arcus Cascade.
Yeah, we can go watch the battle. My destroyers don't do as well with me there. Let's see what's going on out here. So my destroyers are shooting on it. That's the Asgard right there. Looks suspiciously like a split raptor or rattlesnake instead of like a bigger Osaka.
K. Asgard. K.
So the Tokyo is the Terran carrier. This isn't a carrier, it's a battleship. And so these are going, this is pretty much a one-on-one battle. These little fighters aren't bothering it. So these two will spiral up and up and up. And this is a fluke, not a fluke, a game feature. How about a memory leak? Yeah, a memory leak. Because if I don't do something about them early on, if I don't catch them, these two ships will just spiral up and up and up. Because it's a one-on-one battle. It can go on forever. You know, and I've seen these ships go 500-600 kilometers above the sector plane, the Y plane. No, the X plane, yeah. And they just keep going up, 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 up. So there are going to be some of these scattered around the galaxy. And as the game gets older and older, there are going to be more and more of these battles happening. Because remember, it's just not Terran versus Xenon, it's Argon versus Xenon, it's Split versus Xenon, it's Split versus Argon, and they've all got equivalent ships attacking each other and spiraling up out of control. Yeah, and they just stay in the game. So it's a conflict that never gets resolved. So my destroyer fleet has automatically chosen to destroy this station.
Xenon Station.
Which looks like an asteroid. It's not very tough. It's going to go down quick. But what's going to happen is the Xenon are going to respond here. Okay, that station is gone.
Xenon Station.
No, not quite. Just stuff blowing up. They stopped shooting at the station to shoot at a fighter. But that's okay, because 31 carriers are there now. Or 31 destroyers? No, just the 16. Let's get those other guys down there. Esmeralda, you come up here too. Okay, so you can see there's a significant fleet up here. That's a K, that's an I, a K, that's a K, so 3 3 Ks and an I. There's 4, and they have fleet support. And that's what we can see. There's probably more up here. And then there's another gate over here they can be coming through.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Alright, that's where I wanted to save, but we just did, so we're fine. Of course, the Argonians have shown up to police the sector that isn't theirs. So there is still a Xenon defense station somewhere.
Danger.
Because this
Hazardous
station
region
got
detected.
destroyed and the sector border is still red. So I am going to tell what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So let's build a station here anyway.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Alright, I want the pier to face that way. Here we go. That one's going to get built. It just needs a builder.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
That will give me a better view around here. So, what do sensor arrays do? That's a question. What am I getting with those sensor arrays? If you look, these green circles here. This is an advanced satellite. That's the range of an advanced satellite. And of course, the satellite has a smaller range, a regular satellite. That's advanced satellite. Now, if I go over here where I can see this, where I also wanted to build a defense station. See this big green circle?
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
You can see it here. This circle's advanced satellite. This big circle is the sensor array. It's more expensive because you have to build the station to support it, but you get much more range out of it. If I go up here and look around, maybe I get lucky and spot a Xenon station off in the distance somewhere. Probably I don't.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
So I'm still sitting at 820 million credits. Even though I just spent all that money. So I am going to leave them. No, I'm not going to leave them be. I'm going to tell this. I'm going to tell Agnes to clean these up. So attack that one. Attack that one. And then go back to patrol duty.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Okay, so who's coming down? Who's coming to pay a visit? This K. And what happened to this Asgard? This Asgard is going right through that gate there. I'm going to go let that Asgard go up there and die. No, let's be entertaining. Let's take Roxanne. Oh, it turned off. Let's see what happens. That Asgard is going to go up there. Because you can get back to Getsufuni and Terran space that way, if you go this way. It's a one-way trip. You can't come from Terran through this way. There is a single one-way gate in the game, and it's over there.
Hazardous region detected.
So my factories are what's making me money. I got up to this defense platform. I got to this one. I gave it some money. Silent witness. Land build. It's a food factory. So I need to double this arm. Let me double that. And some scaffolding.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
That won't fit there, obviously. If we do this and this, it's right up there.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, so that doubles my
Danger.
production there.
Hazardous region detected.
Are these mediums? Large, solid, and large container. Good. I'll accept that estimate. Let's see if I can find a builder. I thought the Asgard would jump through that gate.
Danger. Hazardous region detected. Danger. Hazardous region detected.
So the Asgard is sitting there waiting for me to see what I do. Waiting for me. I don't know. If it was just the caves, I could take it. Still red.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Okay, so the safe way is to wait for this station to get built and see if it unveils the Xenon station. I mean, I don't see their ships trying to get anywhere other than these builds and that gate. So they aren't there.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Could be the Xenon are going to give me the battle whether I want it or not. In the meantime, since my other factories are supporting me, let's get those 4 going.
Danger.
See,
Hazardous
my money
region
didn't drop.
detected.
Didn't cost me that way, but I still got to buy the resources. Where is loot collector?
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Split switch off.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Let you get away with that. Time to wipe you out.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Waiting on Claytronics.
Stop firing.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Oops.
Danger. Hazardous region detected. Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Confirm that.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Useless junk.
Here comes my scout.
Xenon spotted.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
So what I'm looking at is I'm waiting for that eye to jump through here. It looks like that's like this fleet. I mean, it's guarding the gate, and I'm hoping they'll jump through. So I have to pay attention, but I have to get other stuff done too.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
These guys are trying to build this station. This guy is heading for the gate.
Xenon spotted. Wish you hadn't done that. I will destroy you. That seriously will stop me.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
You're finished.
Will this work? Yeah.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Nope.
That's just not good enough. I won't let you get away with that. You're in serious trouble. Xenon spotted.
And I built a nomad too. Where are you?
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
But I don't want you to supply him from there. I want you to supply him from here.
Get lost.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
I'm probably going to have to hop in that scout and just go have a look.
Danger. Hazardous region detected. Discoverer. Vanguard.
Sir.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Yeah, I believe that's the mess my fleet is making over there. That's what
Danger.
that is.
Hazardous region detected.
Okay, so that's what that is. There's a station out here somewhere that I have not found yet. It's probably the satellites I'm hearing off in the distance. No question marks. All right, battle on. I don't even need to. Where's the Asgard? Did that jump through? The Asgard went through the gate. So let's take out that K. Let's go over to Roxanne.
Danger. Hazardous region detected. K.
Now, Esmeralda is here as well, so there will be fighters zipping in and out of here that are on bomber run. Okay, so one bomber destroyed.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
He's trying to escape through the gate. Not going to make it. Alright, so both destroyer fleets, let's get them in motion. The odds just changed heavily in our favor.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Great work.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
You're going in for it.
Let's get those two destroyer fleets busy.
Do what that's Scramble.
You see the Asgard shields are holding even with a K, 2 Ks.
Xenon spotted.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Approaching superhighway.
Alright, so this fleet battle is going to happen one way or another.
Entering Sarka's Cascade.
We shall
17.
see. I'm leaving the carrier back so he can deal with the fighters that are still going to be streaming through the gate. And I have to go find... There's a station over here
We're taking hits.
that I just don't see. It's staking a claim to this sector. Even after my admin center is built here, I don't get the sector as long as somebody else had a previous claim here. Which the Xenon did. So I think the Asgard is going to lose. Who can say? The Asgard's a pretty tough ship. And that's why a lot of people like to do the Terran quest line, either the Terran or one of the split quest lines, because getting those Asgards and the sins. You know, if this was 35 sins, there would be no question about who was going to win the battle. Syn, S-Y-N, is the overpowered ship in the game. And it even got nerfed. And it's still very overpowered. So the question here is how many destroyers? Well, I'm thinking 5 or 6. And I have no more in the queue at the moment. So I've got ships firing on that K right there.
K.
Let's see, the Asgard is still alive, but hurting. Oh, its shields are recharging. You can see the K right here has some shield. If that survives, I might only lose 5 destroyers.
K.
Well, looks like the Asgard just blew.
Asgard.
Yep, Asgard's gone. Look, 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 look. So there go both of my destroyer fleets right there. And look.
K.
So 4 more Ks with support coming in. Yeah, it's a tarp. And I said to Xenon, leave a lot of ships on defense. I really meant it. Okay, so now we're focused on the eye.
K. I.
Yeah, fire right out in front of his main guns. How about it? He was trying to park in front of it to slow it down. Just did a little speed bump for that thing. Alright, so this guy will be next. And make sure I have both fleets selected. I'm gonna try and keep them focused. Even though we have 4 more. have lost a destroyer. So I'm down to, I've lost 2 destroyers. I had 35, I'm down to 33.
I.
That is a wreck. Hello, Rude. Okay, so they chewed right through that eye. 35, well, there were probably 25 beating on it. This guy is going to die. He is just overwhelmed. But he kept those guys back. So after, let me refocus here. Zyar trading station. Is going to be in one of the Zyar tab. There it is right there. In this playthrough, it's in Family Xen. There are a lot of maps online that can show you this. Let's do an F1. Because that eye died. We're focused on this K.
K.
Just remember, I started with 35 destroyers. I'm going to keep them in 2 fleets. Look. See this K here? Sneaking. So some of my destroyers are going for repair. That's what that K is doing. He thinks he's going to be able to safely follow my destroyers through that gate. He's wrong, of course. One more K down. On to the next one. Wait, was that equipment dock? Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's equipment dock. There's an equipment dock. That's a wharf. I don't know if they have one. Right, I haven't found one. That's Free Family. It's Free Family. Usually at Family Xen now. Oh. It was here. It got destroyed. It's probably in Family Xen. It probably got destroyed here. The Zyar lost a number of stations before I was able to get into the sector and save them. We are like 140 hours into this game, so I am not familiar with start positions of everything. Okay, so let me also make sure that this guy is on my target list. Well, we'll see after. So the TARP failed. I'm looking at 2013. I lost 2 destroyers in that. Overwhelming shock and awe. So let me pause this for just a second. The map I use is by Quantum Anomaly. Oh, okay. Be like that. Let me do it over here. There we go. Now I'm going backwards in time. After EverQuest 2 came out, if you really wanted to learn anything about a game, you had to go to the internet. As more and more games proliferated, and then there is financial incentive. I mean, obviously, one of the developers at EgoSoft wrote that map, if you look at it, because of the clarity and the amount of information. So it's a developer perk for them to build their websites, and if you really want to learn how to play a game, and it's not just EgoSoft, they all do it. Every single one of them do it. The developers produce a website, and they make money by you visiting that website. He thinks he's chasing down this wounded behemoth, this one right here. What it doesn't know is that there's a carrier fleet over there that can bomb him. Too many lines, too many lines. Too many lines. Because I also want him to get that in their attack queue. And he is going to join the fray. So I guess what I'm saying is I don't consider it cheating to use outside resources to look up information. Maybe for missions, but yeah. This game has had such a steep learning curve. You know, and I was watching another streamer that wants to stream the game, but he's so frustrated because the learning curve is so steep, and without asking questions and visiting external websites, you're just not going to learn how to play the game.
We're taking hits.
It's still worth buying. I mean, it's a very complicated game. This is not something you're going to speed run in an hour or 2 hours. It's just not going to happen. And that is intentional. You know, you only spend, you know, even when it's not on sale, you're going to spend what, $70 American to get the game and all of the downloadable content, and for just the hundreds of hours it takes to do anything in this game. So we can watch that guy go boom. And I've lost count out of how many wrecks we've created out of here. Go boom, go boom. They went boom. Let's get that guy finished up as well. So there's the eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. There's 6 over here.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Let me take a peek over here. How are you doing? Alright, so this admin center has been built. So if there were not another station claiming the sector out here, another Xenon station, then I would own the sector. So there is another station somewhere. We looked above. I'll have to look below eventually. And just as importantly, I don't see their ships flying to a station. So it's a defensive structure that's not being hit, so it doesn't need anything. and it's just out there somewhere. Could be high, could be lower, could be higher than I went. Don't flee into that defense. This is a defense station. It's labeled as a power plant because it has this one solar array. It's a defense station.
We found something out here.
You know what to do. What did she find? Got 2 boarding pods out.
Approaching Xenon.
Oh, just a fighter. And that one's going for a PE, which I do want.
We found something out here.
You know what to do.
Danger. Entering.
Where
Arcus
is he?
Cascade 15.
Oh, that's a mining ship.
We found something out here.
All right, the F. Can go there.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Did we get the other one yet? There's a second F out there.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
So a lot of these destroyers are heading for repairs. That's fine. he have a Marine? Yes.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Come on.
Engaging.
What?
This will not end well for you, you know. New attack. Scramble. Affirmative.
Oh, you think so? He's got previous orders. No, don't dock first. Hi. Alright, so that battle is over.
Danger. Hazardous
Looks like
region detected.
I've got one destroyer still on the field. He is not hurting. These ships are nothing to him. He'll go through that gate. And fly and wait where?
Hello, hello there.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Useless junk.
Alright. I've got the one, two, three, or well, there were five over here. Yeah, there's five. And then there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one battleship and 9 destroyers. The Xenon lost, and however
Danger.
many fighters and
Hazardous
drones
region
that is.
detected.
And I lost. Three destroyers. I think I lost 5 destroyers. I thought that was 50. No, that's the Hyperion fleet, you fool. Yeah, three destroyers, because this was 15. I'm up to 879 million. In this case, no.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
For that battle, no. And it's like 500,000 credits if you do. If you kill a K within view, I think it's like 30 to 50 kilometers of a faction station, and you get a bounty for it if you kill any of the Xenon. So like here, a lot of places to get, one place to get an early bounty is Atikva now puts a defensive station where I am. and there's a steady stream of Xenon coming through it. If you just sit there and snipe Xenon as they come into that station, you're going to get bounties. But we were obviously not in range of any other faction stations up here. And if I had killed them in view of this station, I don't give myself a bounty.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Okay, so I'm going to wait for that sensor array to come up before I put out more satellites. Which one of the scouts was it? This one. Just go have a seat there for now instead of hanging out in space. Captured this. No. Claim that.
Hazardous region detected.
See, my destroyers are returning to duty already. Nice. Let's see. Sell ship at
Danger.
for
Hazardous region detected.
258,000 credits. Well worth the price of one Marine.
You're going for recycling.
Engaging.
Alright, let's look at those two destroyer fleets. Well, first let's rebuild it. And then we're going to absolutely go after that other sector. So logical overview, I've still got 960
Danger.
people there.
Hazardous region detected.
And money-wise, no, not that button. Let's make sure this has lots of money. She's hurting on weapon components. It's only 554 there. Build ships, not buy. So she can build me one. Can she build two? No. Let's put the order in for, yeah, let's do it for 5. I confirm that, and then I need to get weapon components there.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
sell those to the shipyard.
Go away.
Engaging.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Striking. New attack. Scramble. Affirmative.
Attack.
Engaging.
Okay, so no, yeah, I got one repair symbol
Danger.
there.
Hazardous region detected.
Xenon spotted.
Okay, so this fleet is repaired up.
Striking.
So where did I put that
Your combat
fighter?
do not compare.
Scout. Scout number 4. Let's fix him up.
Engaging.
That's enough of that.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
You're in trouble now.
Striking.
Let's not do that. Let's be patient. Let's be patient.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Nardu would stand more chance than you.
That's really not scary.
Alright, so this fleet, let's get them both up there.
Mistake.
Let's get them both up there.
Striking.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Let's get there in there as well. Okay.
Striking.
Approaching superhighway.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Striking.
What could we do over there? So after I do this, I'm going to check on my other quests. My other missions. Go through the gate.
Enemies.
Danger. Hazardous region detected. Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Alright, let me check this. Okay. Let me check over here. Hello, everybody. If you have questions, just ask, or if you've got comments, just put them up there. And that goes for YouTube as well.
Entering Arcus Cascade 17.
Alright, so these ships are all going to hang out in this sector and hold this gate. Where did my... Where is my scout? Where is my scout? Okay, so that's 32 of my destroyers sitting there. So you look like a good candidate. Fly over there and wait, just because I told you to. Because he's too far to claim that. And I'll claim that fighter. I think it was like update 6 or so that the Xenon started abandoning ship. I don't know how they abandoned ship. I always thought the ship was the Xenon. So if you're just joining, there was a massive battle here. What I don't see is the wreck of the Asgard. So yeah, so I think I took out eight destroyers and 1 Xenon battleship. The Xenon took out this Asgard before I got there. But it was a trap. It was a tarp. These Xenon absolutely started pouring more destroyers in here. It started out they just had the one eye and a couple of, or 3 or 4 destroyers, and they started pouring more destroyers in there. So so the shipyard is not usually in this sector. It's in the next sector up. I am going to have to fight my way up there. So those are just stations. And he's going to go over there and drop another satellite. And then when you get done that, let me get, because I'm seeing that there. Well, that's an aqueduct. So let's put another satellite down here. So the Xenon like to build, or they will build, when they start losing like this, they will build way above or way below the Z plane. Let's call it the Z plane. So the Xenon play three-dimensional chess, is what I'm saying. So if I look at Esmeralda there and then tilt that. So over here in Darkest Cascade, see she's building a station up there on the y-axis. You know, I can take out that station, no problem. And there's another station she's building before they get completed. Or maybe I'll wait until after, I don't know. But she still has, the Xenons still have a claim on this sector. And you know that because the border of the sector is red. It's an enemy sector. I built an administrative center there, so if there was not another station up there with a claim, then I would own this sector. Absolutely. So somewhere way above, that's a build storage, that's a build storage. Laser tower down there. I took a flight way above. Yeah, so let's take Esmeralda. So this is being constructed. You can see here it's just their module, their version of an administrative center, which has no turrets yet. I don't know if Esmeralda can take that out. She has bombers. She needs bombers to do it. And oh, what am I doing? Let's get this guy. You claim that. For some reason, the Xenon just every once in a while, yeah, it was update 6, I think. Maybe they just started abandoning ship, and there you have it. I don't know how. Okay, so there's another defense station. Where is my scout? Still dropping satellites. I don't think that Nova has much for weapons. Let's find out. 2 ion blasters, which can do no damage at all to that. It can take down his shields, but not his hull. So let's go here. Something terrible is happening. Can't you tell by the music? Oh, you got a stream of fighters coming in. And then I need to find this gate up here is what I need to do. Okay, so that's captured. Let me get rid of his flying weight. And then there was another one. This one has a flying weight. Okay. This one. Okay. Let's get that F. While I'm thinking about it, let's look at his global orders. Individual instructions. Escape. Where's attack? Found behind there. It is attack. So close that. One behemoth has been built. Send her up to help Agnes. Spilling the first disc defense platform. There it is. So she's not sending anything to attack that station. So Bombard only works on large ships. Well, let's get rid of that. And then let's get rid of that. And then 2 more are going to pop up. There's 4 more behemoths. How am I doing that? Well, let's do it again. Build ships in my shipyard. Large. Behemoth camp, Vanguard, High Priest set, and a shopping list. Let's build 5 more. Confirm. And let's have this large trader. See if it can find some more weapon components. There's some from my own factory, but only 520. From Heretic Send. So let me go get those. And then fly up and fill up there. And then sell those to the shipyard, to my shipyard. I need to get a manager into that. Silent Witness shipyard. Transfer wares with the shipyard, not to build storage. There. That's building 2 of the 5 that I ordered. And if I look at that, ships in construction, that's all she's building. Okay. Let's look at the wharf. Ships in construction. She's building ships for someone. And also on this one, look at her population, look at the Logical overview. Workforce, where are you? Right there. All right, so this station obviously it's got 20,000 capacity, but it needs 19,775. So if it's building ships and putting crew on those ships, then it's never going to reach that. How are we doing for? I mean, she's got plenty of money. She's sitting on 37 million credits profit right there. So she's got plenty of money. She's making me lots of money. But let's give her some more. Yeah, let's plan build. I did give her some Teladi domes. So let's give her some more Teladi dome. One more Teladi dome. So, because she can build Teladi ships. And I also own the Terran blueprint for large habitat. So not that. I need this scaffolding in here. Copy sequence. And that sits right there. So that'll give me 21,000. And then I don't know why it's putting it way off. So it's you gotta zoom around or spin around and see if you can get it right there. There we go. So that'll be 22. That's enough to run factories and crew ships. So what do I mean by run factories? Factories get up to a 20% productivity bonus rate if they have a full complement of workers. And it's a lot, it's a big bonus. The problem with having people is you have to feed them and you have to provide medical supplies. The cost of the bonus is still provides a greater impact on productivity if you buy their food and medical supplies. So it's still a very big plus. There's a Talabi ship right there. And then if I go right back there, it should be reset. The other thing I need to do before I leave is, yeah, so that just reset it. And I have plenty of space for more factories. If I decide to, I could make my own food and medical supplies here. I've got plenty of space. So Heretics and headquarters, because of the Ka'ak activity over in Watchful Gaze, took out a lot of my miners. So there's the logical overview. They make a lot of stuff. But I'm seeing full warehouses. I'm also seeing planned modules. Why isn't this stuff built? It needs advanced electronics. It's got a ship coming in. Let's find a builder. It's got no builder. That's one problem. I'm going to have to go over here to find one. Let's get you. And then let's step out here and look at ships assigned. Okay, so it still has 3 traders. And it should have plenty of miners. They used to have drills assigned here, drills and sunders, but they've all been destroyed. Over here. Let's get you some busy. Keep grabbing these lines. Let's get you busy as well. No, that's Pyramid. Yeah, let's I did put down this other station. Did I put That's one I already built. I wanted to get a defense station here, closer to that Kaak installation. With all the destroyers I have, it might be best to just go up there and take it out. Yeah. With all the destroyers I'm fielding. Alright, so let's get these guys busy. So there's the other defense station. They're taking hits from a fighter. Shoot it down. Alright, let's get busy here. So I am going to take out, this is the tougher of the three, of the four. So let's go up and attack that. Scout number 4, where are you? Let's see what's through this gate. Bad news. Lots and lots of bad news. Well, let's go see. Sorry, there's not going to be a lot of first person. This late in the game, I mean, you can take control of one of these destroyers and shoot at stuff. That can be fun. You could first person any part of this game you want. I'm just going to tag along for the ride in this destroyer she's going to go up in. I told her to attack this one. There. And we can take a third person look at this.
Solar power plant.
That says solar power plant. It's a defense station. This module right here is what they use to claim sectors like we use admin centers. And it does have a storage center, storage right there, and solar array, but these 4 leaves are defensive structures, and they have lots of turrets on them. So all of these lit up sectors are turret and shield array, turrets and shields, turrets and shields. And you can see there are just lots and lots of them. So one fleet has arrived. Now, hopefully, this battle hopefully is going to be 3-dimensional, and hopefully these pilots have enough stars that they won't cut across the perimeter. Because what's going on here is, so this storage structure right here, they cannot hit the storage structure where they are at. See, if you look there, they can't hit it on the plane like that, so they're going to have to go above or below or to the other side of this station. You're pretty much dependent, unless you want to fly each ship yourself, and there's 17 ships over there. Unless you fly each ship yourself, you have no control over where they're going to attack from. The fleet commander just positions them wherever they want. In the old days, they just flew right up and hugged the station with all of its turrets. They just flew right up and hugged the station, and of course got blown up. So you had to send lots and lots of destroyers, and this is probably where I learned this overwhelming force mentality against the Xenon.
Solar power plant.
And since I'm in external view, I cannot target individual modules. But I'm going to first person it there and look at the map, because I want to look at the response. There shouldn't be much of a response, because you see this debris field here is their response to me entering the sector. So I'm not going to be able to claim a sector like I hoped, because I don't know what station is claiming this sector. I just don't know. I'm going to have to jump in a ship myself and fly 300 kilometers up and look. It's a very time-consuming procedure. Or it can be 300 or 400 kilometers way down below. When this sensor array comes online, maybe it can show us something. Once after this station gets built, I'm going to build another one right there. So this has survived so far. I'm just going to let him run, and he's probably going to get shot down. So I know where the wharf is. This is also a tough nut to crack. Like our storage modules, their storage module here has a lot of turrets, and there's more than one. There's 3, 4, and looks like they have a dock module there and a dock module there. No, that's their manufacturing facility. There, 2 of them. So I think it can crank out a lot of fighters, a lot of drones. And it does exactly that. What I also wanted to check on, I finished both of those quest lines. I am going to jump to Terran sector for a minute. Don't do it that way, foolish. Do it this way. So I've got 2 factories over here. I can just teleport over here. I always research teleport first. It is just too much of a game saver. Too much of a game saver. So that's my recommendation. Buy the game and research.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Research teleport first. So I'm looking for, and it's Argon versus Xenon. So I can still make some money building stuff for them, so I will accept that. And then I will also check to see what they want built. Open briefing, because I'm going to get a magnetar out of this. 1 destroyer, 4 frigates. Now, of note here is it says ship value. This is the reward. You get the magnetar if you do both parts. There's 2 parts. You get the magnetar if you do both 2 parts. It's full of Envidium. Half full.
We have
ship value plus 50%. They assess. It's like they're like tax assessors on this. They overvalue whatever you give them. It does not have to be an Argon ship. They're showing Argon ships here. It doesn't say Argon destroyer over here. It just says a destroyer and 4 frigates. So to get that plus 50%, I'm going to give them the most expensive destroyers and frigates in the game that I can build. So the Osaka. And I'm sorry if I'm being redundant on here, but we've got some new people in here today, so add to shopping list. 1 destroyer, and I confirm that, and it's expensive. And then here 4 frigates. Also, these are just little medium class ships. The Falks and the High Priest, that is 35 million. So I get half again as much for it. So confirm that. No, you fool. Big mistake. You big mistake. make 3 more. And the other plus, of course, going with the Terran faction here is that they have all the resources they need to build these ships. So let's get right back up to Roxanne.
We would like to remind all visitors to visit
Who
our
lost
special sales area
a ship.
close to the casino.
Entering system. Arcus Cascade.
So, like I was saying, some of these ships will foolishly go up and hug the station. Or it's not so much that they're trying to hug the station. What's happening is, see, they are no longer clustered up in a little group here. They're spreading out around the station. And so for this ship to go to this side of the station, it draws a straight line and cuts right through that straight line. So instead of going around the long way, mapping out, so it would have to path out around here. It does not create a path around the circumference until it gets to like 3, 4, 5 stars. I'm going to have this one attack with Roxanne. And then the other two can go up and attack with Agnes. Did I not complete that order? You didn't complete the order, silly. You can do it this way too. So 20 and 21. All right, so problem. I'm going to, so that she doesn't automatically select a target, remove all her orders, all of them. I want Agnes to go up after that. And so somebody is starting to return fire, because otherwise they will just focus on the station and ignore the K up there. Let's look at the external view here.
Solar power plant.
Okay, so this is almost gone anyway. It's got one defensive module left. And then we will get her to attack. She's already on it. Okay, so it's been that long, what, half an hour since, no, an hour since we destroyed those other Ks. So it either took her that long to build that. Yeah. So the station is gone. Okay. That K is now a joke. Because there are 40. Looks like I lost 2 behemoths. 2 destroyers. That is your next target. So that K is gone. That's the wreck up there exploding. And there we have our next target. So how do you beat the Xenon? Send in 40 destroyers. Let me jump here. What are you Minotaurs doing? Well, you guys are going to there. Osaka. Rename. Alright, you 5. They're on a delivery run. Looks like the Argon Prime, yep. That was for Argon. Let me jump to Terran Space. Asteroid Belt, I have a station. Teleport to.
Entering
Get out of the
system.
elevator.
Sol.
Hello there.
Hello there.
we're doing. Okay, here. Terran versus Xenon. Let's do Emperor's Pride because I know nobody's going to attack me up there. If I can, I can't. I don't want to hunt down Xenon. I want heavy construction. And it's a crapshoot here
That lottery tickets are available
that they
all
don't
retail
want it
outlets
delivered
in the station.
in. So it's 8 combat ships. It's a sizable fleet. Go to M. Not N, M. To see where she's going to want this fleet delivered. To make sure it's the Terran fleet. So it's going that way. Okay, so right there, she's coming to help me and she wants me to build the fleet. So what fleet does she want built? All right, so this is specific. This is all she's going to pay me for the build. She wants a Tokyo, she wants an Osaka, she wants 2 Foxes, and these are specific modules you have to put down. You have to put on these ships. So 2 frigates and 4 destroyers. I have the money.
We have reports of an outbreak of
You need about 200
in the
million
sector.
credits on hand
Would all
before you can
visitors
start doing
please
these
report
missions.
to the medic bay for inoculation.
That's the bad thing about them. The good thing is once you have that, your cash flow just mushrooms. Last week I did the Let's Make a Billion credits, and that's what we did. We went from 400 million to $1 billion in a day. So Tokyo is the carrier. And now we've got the orange line here. That's what we want. And only 41 million. And we also want to add in Osaka. Not that. Select a loadout, dude. There, so all slots filled. 1. Confirm that order. That was a cash hit. And then we need 2 frigates and 4 fighters. The Kukri, that's the mission, and a shopping list, so 2 frigates and 4
Attention
fighters.
all departing pilots. Pirates have been
Wait
seen
for
in
those
the
to get
sector.
built.
Be careful.
Let's go back to Roxanne.
Entering system. Tharka's Cascade.
So these are not big stations. This one is. How much space is between them? They're both on the horizon, okay. And how's my scout doing? Has not found the shipyard yet. So there was an update Sunday. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen any patch notes for it. There was an update that dropped Sunday. They probably just fixed some bugs. What's interesting is that this mission is heavy construction to attack Matrix 798, which is 2 sectors away from where she wants that fleet delivered. So I'm wondering, normally they would have had you deliver it right here in Darkest Cascade. Look. There is the station claiming this sector. Right there. How did I find that? Somebody flew up there. No, that's not that one. I'm in the wrong sector. I'm in the wrong sector. Someone is claiming this sector down here. I don't know who. That's what I'm upset about. I want to take Darkest Cascade 15 and I cannot see the Xenon station.
Awaiting orders.
When this guy gets his sensor array built, maybe we'll see. If not, we'll build another. Well, I'm definitely going to build another defense station, but that's a tomorrow thing.
Xenon defense platform.
Let me stop explaining stuff so much. Alright, well that's happening. I gotta take this call. Be right back. Hello?
This is Rita calling regarding your 2022 Nissan Rogue for sale.
Could you call me back tomorrow? Tomorrow morning, anytime. Alright, thank you. Didn't go far. But while we are swarming the sector, we might as well swarm the sector. Let's get you 2 fleets. So between flights, they're going to return to their nomads, to their supply ships. I am going to move those up here.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, so this Xenon Metropolis, let's see what happens. Let me do this before I get wrapped up there. Do this. Check this. And get right back there. So that's our next target. And then the subsequent target is up there. Just off the right of it. Yeah. Let's just do an external
Xenon
view.
Station.
Yeah, I wanted to get this done before the update 8.0 goes live. Because once that goes live, then this build is done. This playthrough is done. They start from scratch. Do not get married to your playthroughs. You can persist them in memory. So what I can do, what I'm going to do is copy these save files. They're XML files. So you can copy them off somewhere else on your hard drive or cloud, whatever you want to do.
Xenon Station.
You know, this game has progressed slowly over the years, if that's what you're talking about. They do respond to their user base. They've responded to me individually. I know they've responded to me, and I know I'm not the only one that was giving them such suggestions. But EgoSoft does respond to their user base. They had an obvious plan from the outset when this game was first released. What was it, back in 2018? They had an obvious plan of how they wanted it to progress, and then I think they added on to that plan after. I mean, I knew they wanted to do timelines. So between timelines and the Boron expansion, I knew they had a plan. But they've progressed at their own speed. Now, how does the game progress playing it? Well, it depends on how you play your play style. Some people like to first person everything, and that's very doable. Broke Brain was he's a streamer that obviously did that. He just went around and boarded all the ships he wanted to take instead of just building them. He did a lot of boarding, piracy, and snake lions is another one. They went out and did that. Captain Collins, he prefers doing fleets and stuff like this. So it's going to progress as fast as you want. It's hard to learn. It's hard to learn. Once you've learned it, man, it just takes right off. You just get so hooked.
We need to perform a transfer.
Okay,
Great
that
work.
fleet got delivered. We're back up over 900 million credits. That station is destroyed. So this guy is in for a rude awakening. No, I'm in for a rude awakening. Let me do this. That is an I. So they had a subsequent order. So Esmeralda is about to get attacked. She will attack that. It's going through that gate. So he's trying to sneak around behind me. That is not going to. All right, we built this other fleet. One thing they took away that I missed, you used to be able to go in here and this list here, you used to be able to save templates of what you wanted to search for. Like if you wanted to go select all of the minables, all the minerals and gases, you could save that template. Used to be. They did away with that to make the save file smaller. But they probably thought that was their memory leak, and that's not what the memory leak was. The memory leak was, I've already described. Okay. There's the Tokyo. Did I forget the Osaka? It's not being built. I forgot the Osaka. If it got built, it'd be right here. And it's not. I thought I added that to the shopping list. I did not. Now it's being built. So we are chasing after that Xenon battleship. And I am going to lose some bombers here. Let me jump out to Muriel. Or is this is Esmeralda. So I can get into the sector faster.
Danger. Entering Arcus Cascade 15.
See, she's got 3 stars, so she should be able to handle this battle. And if we look there, get enough to... And you can see she, by herself, is taking out this battleship. I'm losing some gunboats, some bombers, but that's okay. Yeah, because this battleship is in for a very rude awakening.
Danger.
Yeah, here come the destroyers now. They did their job. They stopped there. And if I only lost 3 or 4 so far, I just sent 8 Minotaurs up there to help. So, or I sent them to the other fleet. We'll see.
Cerberus, Vanguard. Minotaur, Vanguard. I.
So they are through the shields of this destroyer, and now the destroyers are here. So, one more dead battleship.
Danger. Hazardous
Let me get you.
Detected.
This guy.
Spacesuit. I.
Torpedo bombers are more effective. Are the most effective way to bomb.
Danger.
At least against this eye. If there had been, if she had had 20 torpedo bombers, this thing just goes down in like 30, 45 seconds. But they're expensive to maintain. And so while another destroyer has shown up, so let's deal with that. Let's see if another one is coming. There's their shipyard.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Or wait, no, don't do that.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Okay, so lots of spacesuits. We took down yet another Xenon battleship. There comes another one. There's this battleship right there. Run away, run away.
Danger. Hazardous
What's that
region
Osaka
detected.
coming? So, is that 8? Yeah, but I need the quest active. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so U8, 4, 6, 7, 8. You're going here. They tricked me last time, so let me make sure there's no. All right.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
So she was going to pay me $145 million for that. That will put me back up over 1 billion credits. So look at player information. Empire value is up to 5.1 billion. And it has taken us like 144, 145 hours to get there. So you're going to get 100 hours, depending on how you play. You're going to get 100 hours in playthrough, and then you want to try something else. So like the Kobold guy out there that's playing X4 now,
Danger. Hazardous region
he
detected.
might want to come in and play a Talati, because they look kind of like kobolds. I know they're lizards, not dogs, but that's a good suggestion for them. Or the split factions are both really fun to play through. The Terran faction is really fun to play through. Some people get bored really fast with the Boron. I haven't gotten these other sectors out here. There's a bunch of other sectors out here for the Boron. Those are all exciting to play through. I'm thinking for when 8.0 goes live, when update 8.0 goes live, I'm thinking I'm going to go Terran.
Danger. Hazardous region
So I can
detected.
get to Sin and the Asgard. Because I'm plus 20 with these guys now, so if they were going to tell me these ships, and it's right here. Ship is no longer offered for sale to third parties, so you've got to complete your quest to become not a third party. I'm not building anything here ship-wise, and neither is she, so maybe her prices are too high.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Engaging.
There we go.
Attack orders. Scramble.
Acknowledged.
And did she survive? She did not survive. She's dead down there. Nope, she did survive. There she is. She's busy running away and running straight into their defense stations.
Awaiting orders.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
This looks like it's not in the sector. It's actually up in this sector. It just hasn't expanded out. Wow, what a session. Well, I didn't get to plant my flag, but a lot of Xenon and Xenon stations did die. Oh, look at this.
Pilot spotted.
What have we got here? Oh my. Oh my.
Striking.
This is why the Tokyo is considered one of the better carriers. Because look at the fighters just zooming in here. That is a Tokyo.
Xenon spotted.
Oh my. Oh my. They come out here with just like 100 fighters. They're just going to swarm everything. Yeah, so I lost 3 destroyers taking out that eye. But I can replace them easy enough. I still have 38 destroyers up there. And now there is nothing in this sector that Asgard cannot do away with. Even after all of its fighters go away. Or not the Asgard, this Tokyo. You know, and I just built another Tokyo for them. They're going to put more ships on it and go right up through there.
Danger.
So that is Terran's responding to me entering and destroying those stations and taking out that fleet. Alright, so I am going to have to do a hard save here. And call this a session. Call it a stream. And I'd like to thank everybody for showing up today. Tomorrow we'll see how much damage those Terrans drew up there. I'll be on tomorrow morning, probably about 10 a.m. Eastern. Until then, everybody please fly safe. And so I will come over here and hit this stop button.